Blaze are able to strip that puck away from Doherty. It looked like he was going to have a step on the Coventry forwards. Fossier tries to throw one in. That comes off the shin pad of Nottingham-born Jack Hopkins, now playing his trade with the Blazers. The Panthers have got a 2-on-1. Pearson shoots, kick save by Robson. Puck comes out into open ice. Blaze will march forward with it. Shukarov across the line, loses it in his feet, and it'll be deposited into the corner for the Panthers to make a play at. Nottingham coming the other way. They might get another 2-on-1. They have Noel. He scores! Early bright start for the Nottingham Panthers. Just over a minute into this hockey game. Two-on-ones coming up ice. First one, Robson made a save. The other, he was unable to, and the Panthers get an early lead, Stu.
Yeah, David Noel spots that there is a lot of space, just really puts the Jets on, comes in hard down the left side, picks the puck up in the middle, gets it on his forehand, and shoots it past Matt Robson. 1-0 to the Nottingham Panthers.
Puck chipped in by Gleeson. Hopkins checked into the backboards. The Nottingham Panthers defensemen get all cross with each other. They're going to have a fight as well behind the net of Kevin Carr. Quickly comes to an end as it looked like young Jack trod on one of the loose sticks. And we'll see our first rash of penalties in this game between the West and East Midlands. Look at the half wall with the Panthers. Some nice skating from Ross Armour. Kind of ends up coming a little bit of cropper as the official skates are in the way of the puck, and subsequently again. Nottingham, however, no harm, no foul, still have possession in the offensive zone. Puck thrown in, it's tipped and it's got through Robson. From the point, Diedrich Hembrandt with the shot. It took a big old tip on the way through. Robson hadn't quite recovered off the tip of Ross Armour. It leaked through the legs, and Nottingham have a 2-goal lead, Stu.
Just the most innocuous of shots from distance. Just turn around, throws it in, gets a little tip in front, and it's just enough to get past Matt Robson and trickle across the line to make it Coventry 0, Nottingham 2.
Power play for Blaze this year, not quite clicking, shy of 10% on 31 opportunities. 3 power play goals as Mismash gets into the offensive zone. Nice pass across, chance for Ruffin on a one-timer. It's going to be a penalty on the play against the Panthers. Blaze have 35 seconds left to 5-on-4. Surprised they've not let Nottingham touch it up for a 5-on-3. However, they continue with Ruffin. Saucerman. Nice pass down low. Boyson to the back door. Chance for Coventry. They score. No, they've waved it away. They have scored. It looked like the first attempt had gone in from Grant Mismash. It was waved away quickly. However, he had a second go at it. This time he scored, and the Coventry Blaze on a delayed penalty goal eat into this Nottingham Panthers lead. It's Blaze 1, Panthers 2.
Yeah, you always play to the whistle. Wait for the end. Shot comes across off the posts, and then it comes back in, gets off the goalie Kevin Carr and sent into the back of the net. That'll be a Grant Mismash goal. Coventry 1, Nottingham 2.
Little chip ahead of Max Stewart, takes it cleanly into the offensive zone. Taps the brakes. Tried to make a pass to the trailing Bouzaveria. Came off a skate. Blaze can't dump it in cleanly, and the Panthers might get a breakaway. It gets away from Marcineau. He's got some attention from Vertinen. Makes a nice pass behind the net. Spencer floats it in. That's wide of the target. Nottingham look at the wrap around and they score. Banked and off Robson. Harris. The cheeky one as Matt Robson hadn't got tight to that post. He was pushing off left, pushing off right. And the Panthers have their second goal lead back for the second time tonight, Stu.
Yeah, just kind of chips up. I think we'll get a better look at how that goes in from the view behind the goal. You see Harris comes round and chips it up, and it looks like it comes back off the elbow or the back padding of Matt Robson there, and banks in off the Blaze goalie to make it Coventry 1, Nottingham 3.
So Nottingham quickly win that puck back off the Blaze forward as Nottingham into the zone. Chance for Doherty. Puts it wide of the target on a really good opportunity. Another shot comes in, this time from the perimeter. Robson makes a save. Nottingham still have it in. It's guided wide by Doherty again. And another look on the doorstep as the Panthers are looking very, very likely that they're going to increase their lead here. Coventry need to try and get a stop. Here's Noel. McKenzie chased him out, but Nottingham retained the puck. Big hit comes in from Saucerman. There'll be some pushing and shoving in the corner. There'll be a fight by the looks of things with Doherty and Saucerman. Gloves off for the second time tonight. Saucerman throws a right hand over the top. Oh, they exchange with a couple that connect at the same time. Doherty ends up losing his balance and the referees will step in. Hildeman starting things up with Tetlow. Armour. Blaze turn it the other way with Gleeson. Ruffin's arriving in support. Gleeson might go himself here. Sent it to the back door. It's a good stick check from Tetlow on Ruffin, who had the net gaping. Lovely idea from those two. Coventry just couldn't finish it off. Chukrov throws one to the point. Nottingham pick up a puck in the corner. A 3-on-2 is developing. Marcineau to the slot. Chance at the back door, and it's come off the pad of Robson and leaked wide. Nottingham in transition having an awesome opportunity. Now Coventry the other way through Ruffin. He shoots. It's padded aside by Carr. Sits on the back door. On the backboards, I should say. Here's Pellick, top of the circle. Shoots! It's a kick save by Carr. Wouldn't that have been a great way to mark his 1,000th professional game? It's going to be a high sticking call against the Blaze here as McKenzie's diving into push and shove at somebody. We'll take a look at this again as Kevin Carr's stick gets caught up in the skates of a Coventry forward. So we had a little bit of a crazy sequence with end-to-end action. Nottingham work their way to the top of the zone again. Harris down low. Kupazek. One-timer! Pad save Robson. Harris just put it centre of the net, making sure he got good contact. And Matt Robson had just managed to push off to his left. Blaze have one-man return as Zek enters the offensive zone. Pass out in front. Marcineau couldn't get anything on it. Robson a little slow to his feet after that play as Nottingham relentless in coming forward offensively. 35 seconds after this power play. Fan shot on the hash marks might lead to a chance anyway. It's Noel with the one-timer. He hits both posts and it ends up under Robson. Well, you don't come closer as David Noel hits both bits of iron. They are going to review it as he already has one goal on the night. And
yeah, they're going to take a look at this, and you can understand why. We got to look at behind the net on the shot.
I think it comes from the Robson's left post to his right and in the top corner bar, and then out again. Robson has the physio with him as he was looking a little laboured. Dershon Stewart warming up down there on the ice.
Well, you may as well make the most of it for Dershon Stewart. See that there, ringing off the pipes, and there Robson falls on top of it.
Clearly the Blaze have let Robson make the decision of whether he's going to crack on or not. You know, with the Blaze being two import out skaters short tonight, as you'd expect their other import netminder in Stewart gets to the bench. Zek off for Harris. Top of the circle, tries to drop it down low again for Pearson. That doesn't connect. Nottingham recycle it again to Kupazek at the top. And across to Harris. Familiar for the Nottingham Panthers, this look on this power play. Zek fakes the one-timer, zipped across to Harris. He shoots, saved by Robson, and he's able to grab a hold of that puck. Well, that's going to result in a scrap between Pearson and Russell, or is it as Connor Russell threw a big old slash at Chase Pearson, and went immediately after the former Detroit Red Wing, and well, I'll see Connor Russell certainly go to the naughty box for two. There's Alfaro in the corner. Doherty back to the half-boards. Nottingham send it down to the net front. It comes to the back door, they score. Fossier tucks it upstairs. That puck just trickled across the front of goal. And he roofed it, got really good elevation in tight. And that's his 9th goal of this regular season, with the Panthers' 4th of the night, Stu.
Yeah, you'd expect Mitch Fossier to put that goal in from there on the power play. Lots of time and space for him to get himself underneath the puck, get the elevation required to get it up over the top of the sprawling Matt Robson, who's done his best to try and get that one out of the net. But it remains now Coventry 1, Nottingham 4. Noticeable for the Coventry Blaze that number 33, Dershawn Stewart, has led the team out and will be starting in goal for the 3rd period.
Blaze playing a patient game here, but 6-on-5. Vertinen enters the zone, sweeps it across to Boyson, retains the puck. Vertinen, Hazeldine, shoots to the back door! Oh, it's agonisingly wide from Ruffin. That was such a lovely feed from Hazeldine to Ruffin, a gorgeous idea. It doesn't culminate in a goal. We'll see it again, but the Blaze will get a power play. Oh my word, that was the right idea from both gents.
Yeah.
Nottingham bring it across the line. Harris just keeping it away from Bouzaveria. Kupazek at the point. Hangs on, drops it into the corner, and back again for Zek. Shoots himself, hits the iron. The Blaze have managed to force the Panthers out through a diving Max Stewart into the neutral zone. They then come in offside, and we'll have a wholesale change for both teams.
Very close for the Nottingham Panthers. Kupazek shapes up, takes a shot, and it just manages to avoid going into the Blaze goal for their number 5.
If the Blaze are going to do a Dundee-esque style comeback, they very much need a goal now, as Gleeson will grab that off the backboards. Out in front, great opportunity. It's bundled past Carr and into the back of the net. It's the first of the year for Barriga. He looks to the heavens. It wasn't pretty, but maybe that will be the start of the Blaze comeback. The officials, I think, are going to want to review it, as there was netminder contact. But if it stands, it's the Blazers' 2nd of the night and Barriga's 1st of the regular season, Stu.
Yeah, they called it as a goal. We're getting a really good look from behind the ice here. First shot comes in, second one comes around, and
well, the contact on the netminder is initiated by Pearson as he bundles his man into the goalie. So that'll be the topic of conversation if they do have a look at it again. Barriga and Ruffin. And 2 Americans playing a little bit of keep away. Good spinorama from Barriga. Chance now for Clemens! Oh, he just couldn't catch it cleanly. There's an empty net, but William Boyston had his stick taken away. Blaze have the Panthers scrambling, but Nottingham will get that out of the zone. Drop back from Talberg. Eventually finds Chukrov. Dershawn Stewart lucky nearly fell over with no one really in the vicinity. Vertinen drops off for Chukrov to the back door. Great feed, great chance, great goal! Talberg on the doorstep with a finishing touch. And the Coventry Blaze are back within 1. The comeback well and truly on with 3 minutes 35 seconds remaining in regulation. Oh, Kim Talberg finishing off a tic-tac-toe play, and the captain gets his 3rd of the regular season, Stu.
Yeah, lovely play from the Coventry Blaze on the power play, this time cracking the Stern Panthers penalty kill. It goes right through Kevin Carr there. Finished in Sheffield. Sheffield 2, Fife 1. This game is the only game left playing this evening in the Elite League.
Well, it feels like it's gone on forever, to be truthful, but the Panthers are going to come across the line. And a 1-on-4 from Tim Doherty, sends it around the boards. Hildeman hacks one through Dershawn Stewart. A shot from the perimeter. A wonderful reply for the Nottingham Panthers. They get a 2-goal lead back. Jared Hildeman snipes one through Dershawn Stewart as we look again. One that Potentially the Blaze goalie with one bag. Maybe he was screened. We'll see from behind. Oh, just beats him under the arm, blocker side.
Yeah, just a good positioning of the shot there, just comes underneath him.
As Nottingham enter the zone, they will be looking for one last goal here. One timer from Gorak comes off the back of somebody. Blaze will clear. David Clements. And that is, for all intents and purposes, all she wrote in this one between the Panthers and the Blaze. Panthers winning this game 5-3. A valiant late charge for the Coventry Blaze. However, Stu, it was not enough. And the Blaze will travel tomorrow to Glasgow to try and get themselves a couple of points out of this weekend.